Hello everyone, welcome to another Magic the Gathering Explorer video. Today we're going to try the Temur Analyst deck. The idea is to ramp up by returning lands from the graveyard, and then finish the game off with Worldsoul Rage. So far this deck was a blast, and I am excited to share the gameplay with you all. Let us get to it, and I hope you will enjoy the gameplay. Okay, so it is a decent hand. We can get a tapped mountain to build up for Fable later. So I think this is the Dimir Aggro list with Kaido, which has been very popular recently in Pioneer. Torch is a very good draw here for us, as they can potentially draw extra cards with Fairy. Let us get our forest down and start building up to cast our green creatures or enchantments. I will block here as they can Injetsu and draw cards otherwise. And we have another Fable anyways. Discarding Fable here, as Spelunking will be great with Lumra. Plus an additional card and land in play will get us to ramp up faster. We'll cast Shigeki here as I want to stop them from dealing combat damage where possible. Oh, that is fine. One less removal for when we cast Lumra.
Looks like I gotta fight my way out of this. Never underestimate my skills. I will cast Deluge now, as this deck usually runs some copies of Spell Pierce in the sideboard. They are safe and sorry.
Just try to keep up. Don't worry, I've got an exit strategy.
So an additional torch can help here. I will get rid of Shigeki. I think it is a bit too slow here. What else can we need? Maybe some disputes make sense here. Let me try 2 of them. I will remove 1 virtuous. 3 are maybe a bit too many against Aggro, I think. The other 1 card, I will cut his Fable here, as it might not be the best against Aggro, and I do not want to cut any of my ramp pieces. Oh wow, so opponent has 2 Ley Lines of the Void in their opening hand but had to mulligan to 6 for them. Fetching a source of red first here, in case we find a Fable or a torch. Ooh, Enduring Curiosity is really powerful here for the opponent, as it will allow them to potentially draw cards
which is what they really need right now. I think here it is best to try and deluge rather than wipe the board, as curiosity will still be active as an enchantment. Also, I would like to try and keep my creatures alive, as they will allow us to cast Lumra next turn. So at this point, the plan is to try and cast Lumra next turn, and then finish them off with the 2 World Souls that we drew. Let us hope they do not have removal for Cobra though. Also, we can get access to 7 mana here, which will allow us to cast Lumra and kill their Fury with Torch. I prefer getting rid of Fury here, to prevent them from drawing more without having to attack. I will block with Cobra here to prevent them from drawing more again. That is our priority right now. I think I would rather play it safe here with Explosion, in case they have removal or stuns for Lumra. Ooh, there we go with the stun Lumra. So they still get to draw a card.
I love a dramatic entrance. Control the fight, control the outcome.
Oops, I missed 1 mana there, my bad. Should have been hitting for 5 there. Let us hope it does not cost me the game.
Never underestimate my skills.
They can really get us to a low life total here, but nonetheless, we can see how this teamer list can manage to put up a fight without having access to the graveyard. They could have Spell Pierce here, as this list usually has some in the sideboard, but we hope to go for lethal now. Otherwise we are dead next turn, with Mewvault being a ninja and Kaido giving it increased attack power. I screwed up last turn by not using all my mana for the previous Worldsoul Rage, which would have allowed me to X for 3 and still have mana for Spell Pierce. Okay, luckily they did not have it. It is a nice hand with Cobra and Spelunking. So, let's see. We could Wrath here, but I think it is too early and we would rather go for the Ram strategy. I think the optimal play here is to go for double Spelunking and start ramping up to Lumra. And I could see us going for Fable here as well, but I want to try and draw another land and still play Fable. And there we go, we got the land. So now I can play Fable as well. Okay, deletes Spellbinder. They will probably want to tax our Lumra, I guess. With Explosion we lose our creatures, so it is not as beneficial as Lumra for us. Funnily enough, we can still go for Lumra if we draw a land here. Wow, and there we go, we got the land. I think our hand is fine. I will keep Explosion for now. At this point, we are just looking for Worldsoul to end the game. I think it is pretty much over for the opponent here. We can really go off with Virtue, and then Nissa plus Cobra triggers to generate lots of mana. Shigeki is awesome in here. It can refill our hand. Ow, we should have fetched the basic land with Passage a long time ago actually, to increase our chances of finding Worldsoul with Beanstalk, and even Fable earlier. Oh, there's our Worldsoul finally. I know we have lethal, but I want to possibly see some other cards that opponent is playing since they do not want to concede yet. I do not believe they can come back from this anyways.
So let us get in another torch. I think Pyroclasm is also fine. Let us get those in. Cutting some creatures here, as I think they will go for more removal post sideboard. Thalia and Spellbinder is a pretty good start against us here. Whoa, Archon as well. That is rough for us. Awesome draw, we really need Lumra. And here we can see how good is this Nissa triggered fetch elementals from the top of our library. Let us put down Beanstalk so that we can draw a card when we cast Lumra next turn. We cannot cast anything else here because of Archon, so might as well we use our floating mana to put Yorion in our hand. attacking with Lumra here, because why not? It has vigilance. An opponent packs it in. We had lethal next turn anyways. Ah, okay. So we are up against Rakdos Transmogrify. This deck can kill us pretty fast. We need Lumra to fend off Atraxa. They discarded an Atraxa and Transmogrify, so I would think they already have another one in their hand, unfortunately for us. We take the 6th land here off of Deluge for sure. We need it for Lumra. They took our explosion with their Thoughtseize, which makes me think they already have removal for Lumra. We can activate Analyst and cast Lumra here even if they remove our Nissa thanks to Spelunking.
Let us cast Analyst first to try and discard more lands for Lumra. The life gain from our lands is pretty relevant here as well, I must say. Ah, there it is, the removal for Lumra. But we are up to 23 life. We still had a chance. Nice, we found Virtue. We just need Worldsoul, or at least another Lumra with the next Deluge. Ah, my bad. I should have cast Virtue here before Cobra since Virtue cripples our mana. I'm no Worldsoul yet, but we can keep digging. We can even get Lumra back with Virtue. Yep, I would say it was pretty over for the opponent here, even though they had a very good start. I will add one torch from Sideboard as removal for the creature targeted by Transmogrify. Shigeki gets the cut as I want to keep my early ramp pieces. Not sure if Dispute would make sense here, but I think it is too expensive for non-blue spells. On the other hand, I think Pyroclasm is usually too slow as they will try to cast their Transmogrify on the turn they put a creature on board. There is Atraxa again. This will be tough. They even got removal in hand. Okay, let us try and trigger the Nissa ability to fetch an elemental from the top of the library to get Lumra. No, that is not Lumra. There it is finally, and we have mana for growth here as well, to continue thinning our deck and ramp up. Here we can make 8 mana to cast Lumra, and then depending on how many land cards we mill, we might also have enough mana to cast Virtue and try to find Worldsoul in the following turns. Okay, that should do it. We milled 3 fetch lands. Let us deluge until we find the Worldsoul and try to end it this turn. And there it is finally. This was a pretty nice display of the power of this deck. Even though our opponent got Eprex early in both games, we managed to drag the games long enough to ramp up. I hope this was fun for all of you, and until the next one, goodbye.